Hello and welcome back to Afrogenesis. And if this is your first time here, thanks for joining us. I am Wesley.
And I'm Danielle.
During our trip to Ghana, we were able to gain first-hand knowledge and an intimate perspective of the intersection of colonialism and the slave trade.
In honor of Black History Month, we will share our experience as we toured one of the largest slave ports in West Africa, located in Cape Coast, Ghana. Although emotional and overwhelming, we hope that you find this information enlightening. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share, and be the new beginning.
Per person. If you want to do a video, the video is 200 before you are allowed to do a video.
Okay. I could take pictures for free?
Yeah, you can take pictures.
Alright, so
Okay.
we take pictures.
So we'll be taking pictures. We're heading down in the dungeons.
This is the dungeons for the men.
The men dungeons. Oh. Oh, you got lights.
You begin to worry.
So how many people live in here?
with the hole there.
In all, there were thousands. Look, from this place.
Oh, and this is the space?
No, not this place.
Oh, well.
No, this place to the last end, 1,000.
Okay.
And all the way over here to me.
200 were here.
200 in this
Because they
space.
divided the dungeons into 5. So this is
Oh, okay. And the dungeon into 5.
because there wasn't lights. These 3 holes we are seeing now with their windows.
The other was the windows.
Some became blind.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the bricks as the original. No toilet facility those days, no urine.
No urine.
Africans were forced to go to toilet here.
Mm-hmm.
They would remain function. We were here for about 3 months.
3 months?
Yes.
3 months before they moved them?
Minimum 2 weeks, maximum 3 months.
Okay, minimum 2 weeks maximum.
These trenches were built as the urine, so that when he urinates,
Okay, and it ran down.
got to a time that some Africans started fighting the British. They wanted to free themselves.
Yes, of course.
Those were identified and brought from the other side to this place. So they created a door here.
Oh,
So
the fighters.
They call this place a strong room.
Oh.
So British were not coming to clean the toilet.
Okay.
So the waste started piling. They piled gradually. Got to a
Sick.
time
Sick.
that this bricks was buried in the waste.
Mm-hmm.
But 1974, University of Ghana came to do excavation here.
Oh.
When they found these bricks.
Oh.
So they removed all the waste and they left small one. And that one is
Oh, they left.
So this one, this is different from the bricks.
Yeah. So that's the waste. That's the waste.
Right there.
Mm-hmm.
This one was tested and it proved that it had toilets,
Urine.
and all that. So this is human
They
waste.
had number 2s and number 1s.
But if you go to the side, you will not see the bricks here. The floor.
Watch it.
This floor, you can't see the bricks.
Mm-hmm.
This is all waste because this place has not been excavated.
Okay. So the waste just dried up here.
So that is the first one for 200, second 200. This one is 200.
First one for 200, second
The
200.
whole set were windows.
And those are the windows.
But on top of this dungeon, British went to build a church. They said
On top of this, they built a
they built a
church. Wow.
This is the last one.
The last one. The last one.
The last dungeon,
The last dungeon. Mm-hmm.
which also had about 200.
200.
So out of the 1,000 captives, at the time they were ready to go with them, many died.
Many
the survived
died.
ones, that was not the end of their journey.
Mm-hmm.
They were taken there, they were chained there. When they got here, that time there was a hole at the back of this white cloth. They called it a tunnel. So they forced them through the tunnel.
Oh, there was a hole behind
They
it.
take them to door of no return. That was where they entered the ships. But the hole was blocked in 1833 when slavery stopped. That was actually done to signify the end.
1833.
1833. But when I take you outside, I'll show you the hole. But here you cannot see.
But they blocked the hole on the inside.
When they bring them from the darkness to this point, because they were here for over a month, some of them were sick. So the sick ones here, they look at them, select them. They'll send them to that room to go and wait temporarily for the stronger ones, the sick ones. For the stronger ones to go. Because nobody wants to go with a sick person. That was why I created this week. So that this will help them to see who's sick and who's not sick. So they call this point selection room.
Selection room.
Or sorting room.
Sorting room.
This one is a shrine.
This is to pay respects?
To pay respects from our ancestors and the descendants of the captives.
And this is a shrine.
The shrine was not here. It was around this part of the land where the British is sitting today, before British came. That is the shrine for the local people. When the British built the castle, anytime the local people wanted to come and pour libation, British would say no. The local people came for their shrine to the town. So when the British left, they brought the shrine back. This was brought in the 70s. This one is to pay respect to our ancestors. Then mostly they were brought by the descendants of the Africans, like you from the diaspora.
So there are bricks below here, and this is waste.
All of this waste.
All the way waste. Wow.
This is the church.
Oh, the church.
The church on top of the dungeon.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the graves here. It's hot, so let's be here briefly.
Yeah.
So while you are remembering your words, trying to recall, let's be discussing this ones. There are graves in the yard.
Yeah.
There are three separated from one. And the one here is for an African from Cape Coast. They call him Philip Kweku. That man in the grave, his father worked with the British.
Okay.
So because of that, they took the son Philip to England. He was trained as a pastor and a teacher. Came back to the country, then Gold Coast as a pastor and a teacher preaching in this church. And some
Africans he was preaching in this church.
Some blacks were down suffering. He taught some Euro-African children. He worked for the British for the whole of his life and died October 17, 1875. So because he worked for them, that was why they buried him. So this is Philip Kweku, who later became Reverend Philip Kweku. But the three they are for British people.
So that's the first Uncle Tom.
Exactly. You can see that even the dead were separated. The first one is for the British soldier. We call him C.B. Whitehead.
The first
died
one.
1812, 38 years old. So now there's no records as to what killed that gentleman. The last one is for a British, a Scottish man. We call him Captain George Maclean. Maclean came in 1830 as a governor. It was Maclean who came to give a command that they should close the tunnel. Do you remember the tunnel?
Yes.
Before Maclean came, people were going through to the door of no return. He came to close it. He started a court up there called Maclean's Hall because slave trade lasted 400 years in Africa. After that, they colonized Ghana for 113 years. So colonial town, the capital was in Cape Coast. So that hall was a court. He stayed here 17 years. You know what killed him? Malaria. He died 1847 from malaria. The middle one was the wife of Maclean. They called her Letitia Elizabeth Landon. She was the only white woman who came around during the entire period of the trade. But in 2 months, she also died. When Maclean was coming, Maclean came alone. So about 6 years. Maclean wasn't going to England to visit. The wife came from England to visit that man here. Within 2 months, she died. One school of thought said she was killed by malaria within 2 months of arrival. The other one said because Maclean stayed longer, Maclean wasn't going to England. Maclean has gone in for an African woman called Miss Barnum from Accra. So when the teacher came to hear of that story, out of jealousy, she took some poison and died. The last one said that the woman that Maclean was going out with, he said the woman was a beautiful woman. That woman wanted to have Maclean forever as the husband. So when the teacher came, the Ghanaian woman posed as a servant, then poisoned the teacher. That should get married. These are the theories.
Three stories.
So till now, I don't know what killed her. But one of those might have killed her.
One of
Okay,
those.
so let's get closer.
This is a reservoir.
The water reservoir.
Water.
They do rain harvesting.
Rain harvesting.
Exactly. They harvested rainwater for drinking and bathing. When full, the volume is about 20,000 gallons.
Say that again.
When full.
When full. Oh,
It's about 20,000 gallons.
20,000 gallons when full. Oh, okay.